Hi, I'm Sharon, I often called Sharon Huffman from San Antonio, Texas. And today I'm going to show you an appetizer that is quick, easy, and a little filling. So get you a pound of shrimp. And what you want to do is cut it. And with cutting it, you don't want to make it into little bitty pieces, but more into chunks. And this makes it very tasty. You don't want the shrimp to be all smushed. And the other ingredients that you need, of course, is the avocado. And I love avocados from Mexico. They have the best flavor, I think. And so I get a dark one, and you don't want to be able to you just push the avocado and it squeezes, but you want it to have enough tenderness that it will give in a little bit. And that usually tells you that it's nice and ripe and easy to work with. So you cut the avocado in half and scoop it out into your bowl. Some people like to chop the avocado, but I prefer putting it in and getting a masher to move that along. So you get your avocado, and if you ever have any avocado left, it's good you leave the seed in it, and you can wrap it real tightly with saran wrap, and makes it nice to save. So I suggest you use 4 avocados, 1 pound of shrimp. And then what I really like about this recipe is the fact that you're going to use olive oil instead of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is a very popular substance, but it's a little heavy and, of course, fattening, and some of us watch our calories. So you want to put exactly 3 tablespoons into this. You may have to add just a little bit more or a little bit less, and you can kind of tell that by the size of your avocados. But like I suggested, you get a medium-sized avocado. And you put your olive oil in, and then it's good to get an onion. And you don't want to put a lot of onion, but take a little slice. And this one, it's important to cut it and then make it as thin as possible. If you notice, I'm using an onion that has got a yellow skin. And I feel like for shrimp and avocado, this is the very best thing. The flavor doesn't just knock you over, and yet it's got a nice flavor to it. So what you want to use is approximately 2 tablespoons of chopped onion. Now, if you really like the onion taste, you might want to add just a little bit more. Or if you don't like onions and you're not sure your guests will like the onions, you can leave them out or put them on the side. And if you put them on the side, people can make a choice as to whether they want to have onions. Now, from the land where I am from, the main parsley, they call it, is cilantro. And it has a heavenly smell. I like to take a little bit of this cilantro, which gives it, this particular appetizer dip, a little bit of flavor, and chop it as finely as possible, and put some into the avocado. And at this point, you can smash things together better. And we add the rest of our ingredients. And of course, you can't be without lime or lemon in a dish like this, which goes very well with seafood and with avocado. In fact, if you use a little lemon or lime in your avocado, it will help it stay nice and green and not get brown on you, which it can do. Of course, you want to add just a dash of salt. And again, I don't like to use a lot of salt, but it does bring out just a little bit of flavor. So it's nice to use a pinch of salt. Now, the last ingredient that we're going to put in is a jalapeno. And this jalapeno is hot. Some people really like jalapenos. for a true Mexican, Cuban flavor, jalapeno would be the pepper to use. So I'm going to slice this. And again, you can use as many jalapenos as you would think. In San Antonio, I would probably use one. And you might, also to keep the hotness down, you could cut the jalapeno and take the seeds out. And that helps it not to be so hot. But for demonstration purposes, you would take the pepper and just cut it in little pieces. Not too much, just a little bit. And if you notice, it was a pretty large pepper, and I'm using about not quite half of it. And you mix that ingredient in. And now we are ready to serve. You can add some shrimp, and you could also put some shrimp on the side. And you could also have guacamole on the side for those who might be allergic to shellfish. And your guests can just dip in. Takes a bite. From San Antonio, Texas.